All right, we're on. We know you've been waiting a while, Magpie Army, but Nick and I are here to announce our contract extensions. So we're pumped for the journey ahead. Obviously, loving our time at the club, and yeah, can't wait for another 6 years wearing the black and white stripes.
Nah, super excited. I'll reiterate what Josh said, touched on it pretty well. But so excited, really excited with where the team's heading. We've got a great culture here. I love coming in every day and getting to work. So a bit of a no-brainer decision, I think, for both of us. And yeah, we thought we'd present it to you on the live so you could ask any questions. So feel free to ask away.
First one's in. Favourite thing about the Magpie Army? Well, it's tough to go past the energy and support you give us week in, week out. Whether we win or lose, you guys show up and are our 24th man every week. So even when we travel, you're there. So we can't thank you enough for the support this year. It's definitely been huge in a lot of our wins.
What excites you about the future? I think we've got so many players at the moment in the team that are growing and have grown from last year. So hopefully we can continue on that trajectory. Fly and the coaching staff have been great with implementing a game style that I think allows us all to express our strengths. So we'll continue to hopefully play good, exciting footy and continue to see blokes like Bobby Hill running down the wing and Ash Johnson flying for marks. So it's very exciting seeing us all play to our strengths, and I'm hoping that can continue for the future.
Hardest person to play on at training? There's a few. Tough to go past. Definitely some of our midfield bulls in Geordie, Tommy Mitchell, Paddy Lipinski with his running, unbelievable. So, yeah, there's lots of boys. Darcy Moore, Isaac Quainer, could go through them all really. We've got, lots of hard workers in the team, and it's definitely good. Brings the training standards up.
Who did you look up to growing up? Josh and Dad were two people that I think inspired me a lot with my footy and helped me so much. I looked up to them, and then in the AFL, I think Steel Sidebottom and Pendles, who I'm lucky enough to call teammates now. I love watching them growing up, just how skillful they were. And since I've walked into the club, they've been so humble and great leaders for me too. So I've learnt a lot from them, and it's pretty surreal running out to them every week.
Favourite memory this season? There's definitely been a few. Definitely had a lot of wins, but maybe Pendle's record-breaking disposals night. That was pretty special against the Western Bulldogs, obviously a champion of the club, and it was amazing to see just his consistency over the years and how special that night was.
Best thing about playing with your brother, I think we've both seen how much hard work we've put in behind the scenes. So I think when we get to share it on the weekend and sort of smile to each other out there, or pass each other the ball, or celebrate one of our teammates kicking the goal together, it's pretty special. I think we ride the highs and the lows together, and hopefully that will continue for another 6 years now. What is Josh's best attribute on field? I'd probably say his sidestep. He's pretty good in traffic, and he's got a good little sidestep, which gets me a little bit of training. So, yeah, I think that's his best asset, and his kicking.
Who is the funniest at the club? It's tough to go past the leg man. Oleg Markov's pretty funny. He brings a lot of energy to the club and been an amazing pickup for us. He's blended in straight away and quite a seamless transition for him. Darcy Cameron's always cracking a laugh. So yeah, they're two pretty funny blokes.
Best player to travel with. Pretty fortunate. We don't have too many pests in the group. We get along with everyone, but I do Sudokus with Dan McStay on interstate trips in the morning. So he's sort of my travel buddy that I get to spend a bit of time with, and I've loved having him at the club.
Funniest moment this year? Probably a highlight, really funny, was when Bo's mum came in for Mother's Day. The pre-game rev-up was all time, and I'm sure Bowie loved it too.
How do you prepare for a game? Generally, if it's a night game, we might try and have a nap during the afternoon just to freshen up. But if it's a day game, I like to get moving in the morning, might take the dogs for a walk, and just relax. Don't do anything too strenuous on game day.
Yeah, pretty similar to Nick. Love to get a nap in. Pretty low key, but just try and keep it as normal as possible. And get lots of carbs in. Make sure we're hydrated, and get to the ground early.
Night game or day game, and why? I prefer night games. I just love not being rushed on game day, sort of relaxing, and then rolling into the game at night. We usually, if it's at the MCG, come into the club before, and there's a few boys floating around, so it's always good to have a little chat before we go across, and under the bright lights is always nice.
Best fashion sense at the club. Once again, there'd be quite a few. Paddy Lipinski's always dressed nice, wearing nice kicks, same as Isaac Quainer. Tommy Wilson, there's definitely a few, and lately Tommy Mitchell's been bringing a bit of heat into the club.
Jamie Elliott too, I'll give him a little shout out. He always dresses pretty well. Fave meal, and do you cook?
He doesn't cook.
Cook a little bit. Burrito bowls. So Mexican is generally my go-to meal, or Japanese. I love a little bit of sushi, which is generally my pre-game meal also. So they're probably my two meals that I love most, but I'm not too much of a chef.
What tunes pre-game? Darcy Moore is our DJ before the game. So listen to plenty of Kanye, a bit of Drake, bit of Kid Cudi as well. Any other artists?
I think you cover them pretty much.
Does a pretty good job.
Fave goal of your dad's. It's been shown a bit, but I love the one against West Coast where he kicks it on the boundary line and the crowd goes nuts. That's one of my favourites.
Fave thing under Fly. There's so much to love about Fly and what he's done coming to the club. Obviously, the environment that we've built as a team, and connecting with past players who have worn the black and white stripes in the past, and to be able to learn a bit about their legacy, what it meant for them to play for Collingwood, has been awesome. Learning about the history and what's come before us. Yeah,
Josh has touched on it again, but absolutely love playing under Fly. One of the things that I love most is his humility, so humble. And then another thing I love is how he sort of always preaches the positive. Like, doesn't matter how the game's going, he never really shows us negatives. He'll always show us at our best, and I think we respond really well to that. So he knows the playing group and knows how to get the best out of us.
Ambitions for the next few years, I think just to keep getting better as a group. Obviously, the last 18 months we've continued to get better, and as a team now sit on top of the ladder. But we've come a long way from when Fly first took over, and we've just always tried to get better as a team and look for ways to expand our game and be dangerous. So I'm really looking forward to where we can get to in the next few years.
How do you keep pushing each other to improve? I assume that's as a group. We're a very competitive group. We love one another and love testing each other out. So at training, we usually have one-on-one drills or little competitions, whether it's goal kicking competitions, and all healthy, competitive sort of situations. But we love to sort of test ourselves against one another. And even in the gym, I've sort of been competing with Isaac Quainer at the moment, so I'm trying to catch him. But pretty strong boy, so I've still got a little bit to go. But healthy competition, I think, and we all encourage each other to get the best out of one another.
Who has had the best goal celebration? Bobby Hills was pretty good against Carlton, I think, in round 10. For Indigenous round, I loved him getting the first goal and seeing him bring out his celebration, so it was very fitting.
I agree. I'd just like to say to everyone that tuned in and everyone out there, thank you so much for the support. We're so excited to be here for the next 6 years and really excited to be a part of this special group. So thanks so much for your support, and we'll see you this weekend.
Thank you.